everybody.
Hey, everybody.
We're back. Like pollen and bumblebees. And let me tell you something. Miss Donna knows something about both of them because both of them whooped her tail one time. I'm trying to tell you the truth, guys. I've been looking at my wife. She's asleep right at night, and I'm looking at her face, and it's all puffy. The pollen, like she looked like a. Remember the boxer Buster Douglas? Any of you sports fans, look him up after he had this fight. And he had this fight, and it just wasn't good. So Miss Donna is there. You got to see all the stuff she's doing. She got like this mask on her face. She looked like a fake Batman. And so she got this on her face, and it does this to her eyes and stuff like that. And I'm just looking like, wow.
You just gonna talk about me like that?
So that's what it is, guys, with the pollen. I'm looking at every bit of it, and then she outside, and she trying to water grass. She running from the pollen, and it's like on her hair and stuff. She running in the house, and I'm sitting there like, cutting grass. Like, it ain't no problem for me. See, that came from when I was younger, because we grew up in the government condominium program. We was faced with some things that, I don't know, it could be my shot I was telling y'all about that they gave me, but I don't have the allergies and stuff like that. So that's the thing about it, sort of pollen. But guys, so I'm looking, I found out something. I'm like I'm a botanist.
A what?
A botanist.
What's a botanist?
That's a person that look at bees and stuff like that.
You sure that's what it's called?
I think that's what it is, babe. But so I think that's what it is. Yeah, but I'm a person that I've been studying bees and stuff. So I found the difference between a wasp and a bee. I found the difference between a wasp and a bee. Do you know it can change the tone of your voice between the two? Okay, this is how I go. A bee sting you and you say, ouch.
Maybe it's the apiologist.
What's that?
Apiologist, maybe?
Yeah, that's it. I think that's both of them. A botanist, apiologist, this is in the alphabets. So the thing is, a bee, when it stings you, you say, ouch. But when a wasp stings you, you say, ouch. So it changed the tone of your voice depending on what it is. So, right? So Donna, we was in these woods one day, me and Miss Donna, we was looking at something. And ever curious Miss Donna always got to be the one. I want to go over there. Guys, I once worked with the city. And so I was in a meter reader program. I would go read the water meters. And if I'm not in your city, I ain't got nothing to do with your bill if it's high. Matter of fact, it's not my fault if the bill is high. I'm not fixing the meter. I'm just going to tell you what's wrong with it or tell you what the reading is. So I came in contact with a lot of bees and stuff, and I'm jetting, I'm running, doing everything I can, but just so happened, no. So I don't play around with them. So I don't have to go places that I don't go, because one thing you learn is in the springtime, stuff just wake up. It just wake up and just like, you know what? I'm tired of sleeping. And so you got to watch snakes just decide, they want to come up and see what's going on, and certain spiders and stuff like that. So being a botanist that I am and knowing about, yeah, that. So being that to know about all kind of,
It's honeybees. They study honeybees.
That's what they study.
Apiologists.
That's all they study. I study all kind of bees. Not just honeybees. I study all kind of bees. So it's all kind of insects. What's the name of the people that study
the insects? All
kind of insects? Well, I'm not a person. So what does a botanist do? Why does that stay in my head? So
a person who studies bees is entomologist. A person who studies insects is called an entomologist.
So I'm an entomologist. And I'm into it. So listen what we're doing, guys. So I'm studying all these bees, and I see the difference. And I've told y'all the difference between a bee and a wasp. One would take your vocals up a little higher. One would take you from a baritone to a tenor. And if you're a tenor, it'll take you to a soprano. So that's the difference. A wasp will. And so a bee is like a person that if you get in a fight with the person, he hit you and just try to run. That's what a bee, because he'll sting you and then he'll leave his sting and just run, right? But a wasp is like a person with a little knife that keeps stabbing you.
Ooh, baby, them wasps had me swole.
They whooped your tail, girl. Let me tell you something.
The back of my leg was bruised.
Let me tell you something, and I couldn't even help you much because Donna. Okay, I
You
did.
ran off and left
I
me.
did run, Donna, but I came back to support you. I can't, you, Donna, you always bringing up my pants while I feel short.
Don't leave me.
Donna, you come, Donna, everybody ain't being perfect all their life. I'm working on me. I ran from you and left you with the bees, but I got back to help you. That was my natural instinct that ran. And then when I realized that I left my wife, I ran back. So I ran both ways.
You actually pushed me off of you because I was grabbing on you.
Okay, Donna, I did push you off of me and did run. But that's my natural instinct, and that was just reflections. I'm gonna say, what? Not reflection,
reaction.
but reactions. That's it. The words ain't coming together all of the guys. My reaction, I pushed Donna off and I took off running. But then, as fast as I ran down the hill, I ran back up.
No, you did.
Donna, did I not get you? What did I tell you? I wanted to support you. What did I tell you to do? What did I ask you to do, Donna?
What you asked me to do when?
I told you to take your clothes off. But you wouldn't take your clothes off and them beads was on your pants. They liked your jeans. So what we did is, and so the wasp, I told you, it's like a person with a little knife that keep cutting you. Because when they sting you, they sting don't go nowhere. It's like their little shank is in and they just keep stinging you. And the only way you can deal with him is you.
Not they little shank.
Yeah, they little shank down there. They were just jabbing you. And so with a wasp, a bee will hit you and then run. He like a dude that's scared of you and get a hit and run. But a wasp is like that dude that just keep bullying you. And the only way you're going to beat the bully is you got to beat up the bully. So that's what I did with the wall. So that's the things that I was dealing with. That's what I was going through, guys. And so that's how I've learned being a, what is the person that deal with nature, though? Okay, I'm an entomologist and a meteorologist.
That's the people with weather.
No, I told you that.
Just say you are ologist.
Did I not tell y'all? I said I'm a meteorologist. I said the weather is like all the animals come out now. It's like they just show
While
up.
you talking, I'm going to enjoy my breakfast.
Don't we enjoy your breakfast? You are not talking to God that long, and you know you're not.
You don't tell me how long I talked to Jesus.
Okay, well, guys, so I got a couple of allergies under my belt. I'm a meteorologist, and so I'm telling you
You a talkerologist.
I'm telling the family things. Guys, sometimes listen. So y'all know I'm an entomologist. What is the entomologist? What's the the person that deal with the bugs?
Bacon. Did you take my bacon?
No. So the person that deal with the bugs, we deal with them. So I've learned the difference between a wasp and a bee. What did I tell you they do? A wasp or a bee will just hit you and run, but a wasp will pull his little shank out and keep jabbing you with it. So you got to deal with him and see. A wasp will help your vocals go from a baritone to a tenor, and if you're a tenor, it takes you to a soprano. So that's why when it sting you, you scream real loud with that one.
And my son got wasps on it.
And one of your bun things are running. Yeah, hey, look at it.
It's all right.
It look like a rope. You're not going. So that's the thing there. So all these things, I'm going somewhere with this. If Donna quit interrupting me, guys, I can tell y'all what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying my best to help y'all with something. And so what I'm telling you is like you got all of these different kind of bees and things, and so what we right here by our window, there's an apple tree, right? And so they got like if you was ever in the military. A sentry is a person that's on watch. So they got this one bee, and all he do is sit by the tree all day, and he's watching. What is he waiting on? So I watched him for a long time, and I realized he wasn't gonna move. He was gonna just keep doing what he doing. And although I didn't know what he was doing, I started watching what he doing, and so Donna was wondering what I was doing, watching him what he was doing, and I'm really not sure what he was doing, but I figured out what he was doing, and I told Donna.
I'm sorry.
He was watching for the apples to grow. Because the moment the apples grew on the tree, all of these bees just came out like your cousin at a picnic or what do you, a cookout?
At the family reunion.
No, just a cookout. People you don't even know. The garbage man. Just so happy he pulled his truck up and he want to get out and get a sandwich or two. I'm just saying. So I'm looking at all of this, but something caught my ear, and I need help with this, people.
Something caught your ear?
Yeah, it caught my ear because it's a difference. You know a bee when it's around you, and you definitely know a wasp when it's around you. You know him. You know, so my thing is, okay, before I go any further, let me say this. Let me clear this up, because I know some of y'all, I know some of you guys. I know some of you in the way you think.
You must have missed everybody.
No, I know some of them. And y'all are sitting here, and y'all going to judge me because what happened with me and Donna over 20 years ago. Y'all gonna judge me on that. So let me get this out. I'm not one of this person that runs. I deal with stuff. So let me deal with this before all of you all, so I never have to deal with this again. Donna, I'm sorry that I pushed you and I ran. So I'm sorry I pushed you and I ran. But when I came to my senses and realized it was you that I pushed, I ran back to get you. And that's why I was kicking all them bees off your leg. Now I know I may hurt your leg.
I forgot you was kicking me
No,
too.
I was kicking the bees off your leg, and so I know when.
Goodness,
so I didn't try to hurt you.
traumatic stop.
I didn't try to hurt you. I was just trying to help you.
I forgot you were kicking on me too.
Don, I was trying to get the bees off. It was a lot of them. It was like a little army sitting there jumping on your leg, and I was like, man, that must feel bad.
It was a traumatic experience.
But I did get you to the house where you was able to get in some water and soap, right? Did I not?
I got myself to the hospital.
You did this all by yourself. See, this is what I mean. If I would have
Did
left
you
with
carry me?
yeah, I was knocking the bees off.
You didn't carry me.
I was pulling you.
You were kicking me.
No, I wasn't kicking you. I was kicking the bees.
But the bees were on me, so you were kicking me.
How else could I get them off you, Donna? Could y'all please move so I could kick y'all? No, it wasn't like that. And I didn't kick you hard. I was rubbing you. I didn't kick you. I was rubbing you. Phrase is everything.
That was hard.
So I didn't mean it, babe. So the bruises we got you taken care of. So now, y'all, that for y'all that was back there, we brought you up to par. And so what we did then is we and so we going from there. So this is what I wanted to talk about. I was going all the way there. I was seeing this. So I go outside, right? And then it's this bee. I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't know if he's from the sumo wrestler bee. He's fat, but he got a black tuxedo on. And then he got like a yellow belt around his tuxedo. And he just sit there, and I'm sitting there looking at the bee, and he looking at me. And I'm looking at him, and he just standing right there in the middle, like, looking at me. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, what you want with me? What you want with me? Like a credit person looking for, you remember when people used to come to your house and wanted to collect bills? I remember that with my mama, that they used to come and collect the bills. Remember the people used to come to your house and collect bills?
People didn't do that at our house.
They didn't?
Mm-mm.
You must have lived in a real bad neighborhood.
Why people have to come to your house? My mama paid our bills.
Oh, that's why they came.
My mama paid bills on time, before time.
Okay, well, my mama, she had some challenges, and what she did is the people would come to the house, and
That's the insurance people. They used to come to everybody's house. Well, y'all house. I didn't have insurance. I never remember insurance people coming to our house.
yeah, they came to our house all the time.
No.
They knew my mama by name, and they knew my mama neighbor by name, and they knew the other neighbor by name. They would just go to different houses and call them. They looked like the milkmen of back of yesteryear. And so, nevertheless, but with all of that, so this bee sitting there just looking at me. Remember, he's in a black tuxedo with a yellow belt on. And he's sitting there, and I'm just like, what in the world are they doing? What is this bee? And he's just sitting there, and I figured out
You're not eating.
I figured out what he was doing. He was watching the apples, waiting for the apples to grow. So I told Miss Donna, if you see them hanging out over there, and they keep hanging out in the same place, so if you see them hanging out over there, it's a limo bee. It's a limo bee. That's what it is. It's a limo bee, and for real. Because he had a black tuxedo on with the belt. He drives the limo. He's the one drive. And so it's the limo bee. I think that's what it is. Miss Donna, if you ever see him pull up and drive, Donna, show the people if you ever see him. So that's the only thing that I'm saying to everybody. So we got the bumblebee. He hit and run. He gonna hit you because when he stab you, his thing will fall. His knife. He dropped his knife, and so therefore he don't live long anyway. And then you got the wasp who keep his little shank real close to him and keep sticking you. You got to deal with that. And then the limo bee, but he don't do nothing. He don't argue with you. He don't threaten you.
Just be suspended in midair,
just looking at you. And I'm like, what is he doing? I mean, why is he here? What's your purpose? He just look at me like he'll credit a person that you owe a bookie. That's what he look at. He just sitting there like a bookie. Yeah, that's the people that you owe, and they just sitting there like. You know that when you owed somebody some money one time when you were little and you tried to act like you didn't remember, and they were sitting there like. So the limo bee showed up, and I'm sitting there looking, and I was telling Miss Donna, this crazy, this real crazy. And so I asked her the obvious question because I know I ain't borrowed nothing from him. And I know I don't owe him nothing. So I asked Donna, are we good? Do we owe anything to any bee out there? Anybody? Donna? Do we owe anything? I'm just saying, you was awfully quiet. I mean,
I didn't realize you were really asking me a question. All I'm trying to do is enjoy my breakfast.
well, so that's what that was, guys. So if you ever see the limo bee, he's got a black tuxedo on and a yellow belt. And all he do is just sit there and look at you. And if he buy your house, you got some kind of apple tree or, what's our tree? Is that an apple tree or a pear tree?
It has those pear apples.
A pair of apples.
It has a pear apples. It's like the cross between a pear and an apple.
That's a genetically modified tree. Who did that? A pear and an apple tree.
You enjoy those apples every year.
Are they apples or pears? You said a pear apple, but you said I enjoy the apples every year. So,
I guess that's the kind of apple, babe. Can I just enjoy my breakfast?
so that's the only thing I'm saying, guys. That's where I've been. I know it's been a while since I caught up with y'all. Everybody say how you doing, but that's where I'm at, and I'm dealing with it. So, being the botanist that I am, I want you guys to make sure that while you outside, a lot of stuff is just waking up, and they deciding that they want to hang out. So, Miss Donna, she taking it from the pollen, she taking it from the bees, she taking it from the, whatever. So my thing is, while my eyes can be open, and I'm gonna look around and tell her when to run, because her eyes, she look like this, y'all. It don't look like that. So you gotta fluff up your eyes something. I can see. I can see. And so that's what she looked like. But for me, my eyes wide open and they white. Her eyes look like the devil. So nevertheless, what she doing is, but I'm right there with her. I'm helping her out. Oh yes. Oh, your eyes back. Your eyes back, babe. You don't look as bad. Look at you. I'm glad to see you back. I told you I was gonna stay with you. When you didn't see me, I was sitting right there beside you. I wasn't gonna leave you. Wasn't gonna do it. So that's where we at, guys. And everybody, I'm just saying, enjoying every minute of it. Enjoying it, guys, with you. And remember, there's a couple of things. I work with.
Were you gonna ask about the bees?
I work with bees. Well, I asked him, what's the tuxedo bee? I don't know.
Is it called a blackjack? What's a blackjack?
That's a card dealer. He could be. I mean, I was never gambling, so I don't owe him for that. Well, you know what? He could work out the card thing because he had on a black tuxedo with a yellow belt. So that.
I thought those big bees were blackjacks. Looking at.
I don't know. I thought I saw him at the door for real. I ain't lying, though. Thought I saw him at the door. So, even if it is, okay, a blackjack. Is that the name of him, a blackjack? So,
that's the one that was putting a hole in the thing?
Yeah.
Did you say something about that? Putting a hole in the,
Yeah.
in the post.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. Yeah. I don't know what he was doing, putting the camera up and trying to watch
You said they
him.
put the holes in the post.
No, I said they did. I saw him by the holes, and I keep seeing them. We just saw one head in the hole or something like that.
I thought you knew they had done that, so you don't know if that's what they're doing.
No, I just see him by it.
Oh, and then we saw it wasn't hanging out but his little bunker.
He was trying to move in. It's like an apartment. I don't know. Working in botany, entomologist.
Mm.
So working with them, I don't know what all they do and where they go, where they live. I don't know. Where they go at night. Where do they live at?
Do they sting?
No, I don't know. You don't know. You the one get stung. I run. I'm just saying, babe, I run. You the one. I don't know. So do the limo blackjack? Do he sting? What do they do?
Let me see if Siri knows.
My Siri got to know everything, dog. My Siri don't know everything. Ask Siri, has she ever got stung or bitten or stabbed by one of them? I don't know. She always running Ask Siri as if Siri know everything. Like Siri don't tell stories. Who is Siri anyway? I don't like her anyway.
Oh, it said it could be a carpenter bee.
He got a job? He can hang around here. He got a job? So what is he fixing? What is he fixing? What's a carpenter bee? I ain't never know that. He got a job. Well,
Is this what it look like, babe? No, because he fatter than that. It don't look like that, do it?
that is it.
Is that
That's
it?
it. He must don't have a job because he ain't as big.
I was going to say, he don't look swole like the
Yeah,
look.
he don't work. Yep, that's him. That's it right there.
Carpenter bees.
What they do?
Well, they sent me the terminix. Do carpenter bees sting? Have you seen what looks like bumblebees buzzing around the eaves or wood of your home? This sight can be a real puzzler, especially if you can't seem to figure out where their hive is. Oh, where's the hive, babe?
Yeah, what they mean?
You
What
can
do you
stop scratching your head. Now there's a good chance you're dealing with carpenter bees.
Okay, they got
See?
jobs. They build things.
Do they sting? Why are they hanging out around your house? Oh, many people call them wood bees.
Okay.
They like to burrow and nest in wood. You usually know if you have carpenter bees because you like to see them flying around wooden areas of your home. Lord have mercy. The entrance to their burrows are perfectly round holes that are just about the size of a finger. Don't stick your finger in those holes.
Will they bite?
Carpenter bee. They may leave piles of sawdust behind as they carve out their tunnels.
I seen
What
it.
do they look like? That is what we were looking at.
That's what it is. That's what that sawdust look like.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Do they bite? though?
Unlike a bumblebee, which is fuzzy all over, carpenter bees have hairless, shiny black abdomens. Oh my goodness.
No wonder they dressed up nice. They got a job.
Our one common misconception is that carpenter bees eat wood. This assumption makes sense as they do live and bore in wood, and many insects that do this, like termites, do feed on cellulose. However, carpenter bees eat nectar while their larvae are fed a special bee bread.
What's a nectar?
Oh my goodness. Are they pollinators?
What's a nectar? A
Do
nectar.
they sting? The short answer is yes.
They do?
Female carpenter bees can sting you, although they are very unlikely to do so unless you're handling them or poking your fingers in their burrows. How can I try to control? Anyway, yeah, so that's what they are, babe.
So, nectar.
Mm-hmm.
That's fruit.
That's one that it says there are a few
That's
steps
fruit.
you can take to help prevent carpenter bees. Paint or stain the surface of the exposed wood. And then in parentheses it says painting is better. Carpenter bees prefer untreated wood. Babe, we need to get that wood. We wanted to stain it anyway.
Nectar is fruit.
Well, that's the fruit tree right there.
That's why he keep hanging around.
Wow, you learned something new. Don't be talking about syrup, honey. Wow.
In the world? So I got this thing around as a job. He got a job, and he wants to build right on our property. Can you tax him? Because you're not just gonna build over here and not pay nothing. You're gonna pay something. So,
We're gonna pay you no attention. That's what we're gonna pay you.
okay. So now I know what is it called? What do you call it?
Carpenter bees?
Yeah, the carpenter bee. He got a job, and I guess he paid the other bees to protect them. Because the wasp, he must get a high pay for the wasp, because they really sting.
And it seemed like it was just like 2 of them out there. I wonder if we can put something down in this hole.
Well, you can, man. I'm not gonna bother with him. But how far can he go? It's just right there in the fence. He gonna find out he drilled through. He gonna make a tunnel. How far can he go?
You know what? Speaking of drilling, we can stick a marble in there.
I saw this thing. It's been a long time ago where people actually, and I thought about doing this. We might need, it'd be a nice little project. Drill holes in our fence and we can put marbles in it. And then when the sun hits it a certain way, you see the pretty color the marble shine through.
Well, that's pretty.
That's something you probably enjoy doing. Baby, is that all you want to tell the family? That
No, but no, I just found out. Okay, so it's a carpenter bee. Never knew it.
yeah, all your food cold. Good. Yeah, we look so forward to eating breakfast on Saturday when we're home to do so.
It's good.
It's good. And I made something. Baby, did you show them the muffin?
Muffin.
Your muffin.
Oh, yeah, I need my muffin.
Your pancake sausage muffin. Oh.
So here's my situation and where I'm at. So I've attacked my yard because we back in yard wars in the neighborhood. And everybody's going at it to get their yards up and front. But I'm going to tell you something. I take pride in my yard, and I do a very good job. And Miss Donna can show you my yard and prove I do a good job. So there we are. We're doing yard work, but now here's the strange thing, guys. So this is what my day consists of, because right now we in our neighborhood, or in our area, or in our city, our state. I don't know where you're from. So we have what they call bulk pickup. Bulk pickup. What is that? You get to throw all your junk out your house that you don't want.
All of it.
Okay.
It's restricted.
Okay, you get to put stuff that you don't want out of your house, and you can put it out on the curb, and the city come and get it. But here's the thing, though, is the catch to it.
Mainly furniture.
It's the catch to it. Here's the catch. They let people ride around the neighborhoods, and they got a right to take the stuff that you put out, whether you want them to or not. But I notice all these guys, they keep riding around in all these trucks. And all they want to take is anything that's aluminum or iron or steel, metal. That's all they want. I don't care what it is. You put an old bicycle, you put an old car, whatever you put out there, you ain't got to worry about it. They going to get it. And the reason why, I guess they sell it. But, so I'm looking at the bulk pickup list and all of the things. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm ready to go through. So I'm out in the garage, guys, and I'm making it happen. The garage is right before us appearing. But the bulk pickup, now you tell me this. You cleaning out your house. Clean out your garage a bit. They don't take tires.
You want the list, babe?
They don't take wood. No, I don't need the list. I remember. They don't take tires. They don't take wood. They don't take, the only thing they do take is stuff that the city is like trying to bribe you into giving, like a refrigerator, they'll take that. Why? They don't take computers things either, do they? No computers. What they want you to throw away? Your living room set?
That's what they want, furniture.
They want to throw you to throw away your living room set for what reason? What do they want, Donna?
Well, a lot of times people have old stuff in the, old furniture. When they take it out of the house, they do put it in the garage.
Okay, so they'll take all that stuff. Now you clean out your garage. You take out all the stuff you don't like. So Donna has a different pile that she makes. She makes a pile that we'll take some stuff to Goodwill, because I have been greatly chastised by one of our family members about Goodwill assuming.
Or other ministries, particularly.
Or other ministries.
Yeah.
So you can give things
Other than Goodwill.
Other than Goodwill. Goodwill they do a good job. Okay, now, I falsely accused them, which I don't think I did. But nevertheless, Goodwill, they help. They have educational programs and things like that. But other ministries like you may have a crisis control in your local neighborhood, or you may have some kind of ministries that the missions, they help out people. So you're taking clearing out all your stuff. This is just the season. Everybody is coming home. It's like all of the, I don't know, maybe some of these bees and stuff, they like, maybe they're in the military and they get deployed for 6 months, or maybe they the wasps are like bad bees, right? And so maybe they got a jail stint for 6 months, and then they get out. Everybody get out at the same time. The military ships pull back up about springtime, and that's when all of the carpenter bees show up, and the bumblebees, they come out, but the ones get out of prison. Yeah, them gang members. That's the wasp. So, and don't nobody come trying to write and try to tell me that wasps are really good for you. They do something for the society. Because all I see them doing is people running from them, and they attacking stuff. Build a house where they want to. You got to wait tonight to look, man. So all of that, but nevertheless, that's where we at with that. So what was I at now? What was I talking about?
Man, I don't know where you were going.
So I'm cleaning out my garage, and if you want anything, Donna gonna show it to you. You can have it. If we don't give it to missions first, or Goodwill, or people drive by and get it. Whatever's left after they throw everything away, you can have it. I'm done talking.
What's the time on that camera at the bottom? In the red.
I can see. I can't see it.
You can see, babe. There's a red right there in the middle.
I don't know, Donna. I can't see it.
Babe, what does the time say? You see it. That's how long you've been running your mouth. Talking about I'm done talking.
No.
Because you've been talking 30
I
minutes.
can't see it.
What does the time say? That's how long you've been running your mouth.
No, Donna.
Yes. Tell me you done talking. You ought to be.
They lying. It ain't that thing always lying.
If you telling lies on you, babe.
Telling lies on me. I wasn't talking that much to people. I ain't seen y'all in a long time.
You saw him last week.
But they like them bees. The boy bee, the carpenter bee, whatever bee you call it. What you call it?
The carpenter bee?
Yeah, they built a little apartment in there and they stay in
You
there.
said they still in
They
there.
still in there.
They in there.
They in there. They just be looking at me. So I don't know.
But you didn't mean to heat up your food?
I don't want my food heated up.
You used to eating cold food?
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Ooh, y'all, it's been so pretty outside, and I've been wanting to get out there in it, but ooh, the spring is springing. I can't remember the last time I've had a time like this. The wind is really blowing too. I can't remember the last time I had a time like this with allergies.
It's bad.
So, but sometimes I just have to just get out there in it and then just deal with the aftermath. So, because I have stuff to do and because it's spring and it's pretty, there's certain things I want to get done outside. Seems like somebody said something about I'd be a good candidate for a mask over my face. I've dealt with a little sinus pressure, but it's more of my eyes itching and running and sneezing than anything. So I wish I had something I could put on my eyes, but then I can't see to be working outside. So, but sometimes it's like I have to weather the pollen and just get out there in it and just deal with, like I say, the aftermath. Anywho, babe, are you finished talking now?
Yeah, see. And I gotta go wash our green car.
Because it is green. It's green. Maybe, like I said, after these first few weeks.
How long did the pollen last
We're
anyway?
still in the first few weeks. I mean, depending on what kind of pollen it is, it goes through like fall time.
No, but
it's
right
worse.
now everything, every person's vehicle
Right.
has a film of green all over it. So there's got to be a time, because it don't do that, because after a while you can go wash your car and your car look like it normally
But that's
sells.
why I say with the different pollen, you've got the tree pollen, the grass pollen, the weed pollen, and I believe that's the tree pollen. So, but anywho, we hanging in here. We're hanging in here. Benadryl and Zyrtec is my friend. I know I slept good last night. What you laughing at? Well, I'm glad you don't have a problem with it, baby, 'cause it would be terrible
for both of us feeling like this.
I don't have a problem. Thank God.
And it's so aggravating. Also, I just want to go just lay down and just close my eyes. Just lay down and close my eyes.
I'm telling y'all, mine is because my shot I got. Y'all should have got the shot I got. And you wouldn't have no allergies or pollen and stuff like that.
Somebody had said what kind of shot that was, what kind of vaccine that was.
What was it? They know what it was? It wasn't an experiment?
No.
It wasn't an experiment?
It was somebody in the comments that was talking about that type of vaccine that they used to do.
I told you it looked like chapstick with 4 little needles in it. Chapstick with 4 little needles. And they touched me and it just felt like chapstick on my arm. And then I came back and it was 4 needles. And I don't have allergies. And the brilliance, I'm way brilliant than y'all think. I mean, really. There's a thin line between a genius and a nut. Because I'll tell you something.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
And sometimes you don't.
Baby, you not no nut.
That's the point I'm making.
You is smart.
I was a genius.
You is
There you go, Donna. Look at him.
And you is important.
You see him?
I see him out there hovering over the, and it's like they fly up and they just suspended in the air.
Just
like
sit
this.
right there like and just look at you in their tuxedo like.
Look, babe, look at me. They look at me.
Look at me.
They look at me.
You gotta look at me first.
They look at me.
Donna, you gotta look at me.
You so silly.
That's what that be doing.
Well, you didn't look at me. I was like this. Now you
What's
gotta
wrong
look
with
at
you?
me.
What is wrong with you? Your mind is dancing, Donna. You're scaring me.
Oh my
Because we got a lot to do today. We got a whole lot to do today.
But see,
my time,
laugh at ourselves.
my time is real short because I've already promised Donna a date tonight. So we're going on a date. And we're gonna watch.
We going on a date now.
No.
We do pretty good trying to watch movies on the weekend.
Yes.
So we're gonna pop us some popcorn
And we're gonna watch a movie.
and we're gonna watch a movie tonight. Well, you are silly. You know, speaking of this bun, y'all. Whew, now listen, y'all. Don't talk about. Why are you laughing? Don't y'all talk about me, okay? Do not talk about me. If you don't have anything nice to say, be quiet, okay?
She came in and she said, "Baby, you think the pollen on my hair?" I said, "That bun look like a tree growing." Does you?
Oh my goodness. Y'all, I have had my hair braided. Y'all, my hair.
They look like a bunch of limbs coming out of that thing. It was like tree stuff like that. I said, "Donna, all that pollen, you growing a tree out of your hair." She let her tree down.
Y'all, my hair has been braided since the last week in January. Oh my goodness. So I did ask him, I said, "Babe, you think you think some pollen in my hair?" So I say, it's about time to let my little braids go. But it has been braided since January. It still look decent, but listen. I know y'all, it's about time. Miss Donna, it's time to take them braids out. And then when I shampooed it, I have some shampoo in a little bottle that has the tip on it. And I just, get that, put hot water in and put it all over. I can do like this, and then around the edges. For those of you that wear braids, you can relate to what I'm talking about, some of you. Especially if your edges get a little crusty, get a little dry scalp. I took that shampoo with that little nozzle and put it around the edge really good. And then I took, perfect timing, I took my little hairpin like I have right here, and I just went all the way around the edge. Woo! And that way I was able to really scratch my scalp and scratch up the dry scalp. Some of y'all probably say, "Miss Donna, you don't need to be doing that." But listen, it felt so good. So that's how I was able to wash it, to shampoo it, excuse me. You wash your car, but you shampoo your hair. I know if I have some hairstylists, what they call y'all, cosmetologists that are on our channel, a lot of you all say you wash your car, but you shampoo your hair.
Well, I can say this.
That felt so good, so I'm just trying to decide. I don't know. I may have another week left. We'll see. But don't y'all talk too bad about it and be like, Miss Donna, it's time for you to let it go.
Man, let me tell y'all something, and this is just real. She took that little pen and was scratching her hair.
Babe, listen.
I seen ruffles. I seen tater chips of all Fritos. You should have seen it.
That is not nice. Why are you making up stuff?
I seen it, baby. She was
You
scratching
weren't
this.
even in there when I was shampooing my
I
hair.
tripped over one of them when I came in, Don. It was a whole flake, and I almost fell and broke my knee. That could have put my eye out the way that thing was there. So this is the point that
That's all right. I got your money's worth out of my braided hair.
You know what? Truth or dare. Truth or dare.
January. Y'all, it is April. So January, February, March. So I think I'm about in January, February. I think I'm about 9 weeks in. Wait a minute. I can tell you exactly how long.
If Miss Donna braid my hair, I'll put some cornrows in my hair for her. But I have to take them back out when she finishes. But y'all can get to see what it looks. Give me a filter, baby. Give me a filter with me with cornrows.
I don't fool with filter. Let's see. I got my hair braided on January the 24th. So February the 24th made 1 month. March the 24th made 2 months. So
May the 24th gonna be 3 months.
9, 8, 9. So I'm going on Tuesday. It'll be 10 weeks.
How many weeks are supposed to get out of them?
It just depends on how you take care of them. You can take care of them. If you take care of them, you can keep them 10 weeks like me. And it's just that you can really see the new growth. You see that space that's right there?
Oh, that's what that is?
That's where my hair has grown.
Well, what you supposed to do with it?
You take them out, but they're not like locks that you like retighten.
Cool.
Yeah. And for those of you that may say something, I've been very mindful. Somebody probably gonna say something about you messing with your hair while you sitting at the table and you. Anywho.
Really? Really, people?
And did. So. Anywho. So I don't know, I might make it another week or two. Then again, honey, you like to come here later on. I done cut every last one of them out.
Well.
But then I have to shampoo my hair and do something with my hair.
Okay, people. So for me.
We ain't talking about nothing, y'all.
I'm getting ready to get out here and get in the garage, so I got to be careful because I told you, it's like summertime. I'm going to say springtime, and everybody just waking up and just coming to hang out, right? So just making sure that one of the slithery feathers ain't slid up in the garage.
Slithery feathers. Oh, fellows.
Yeah.
Fellows. Oh, okay.
Slithery fellows has rolled up in the garage.
Right, there just so he could talk to you.
Yeah, well, one thing, well, whatever. So I'm going to get at it, people. Enjoy the time I had with you. How will you do this?
If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please consider doing so.
By hitting the nosy. That's that notification bell. The notification bell. What's that notification?
That's turning on that notification bell. That way you'll be notified.
That way you'll be notified when we're doing something over here.
Whatever it is we're doing, whatever it is we are doing.
I got you.
You got it, babe? So thank you all so much for watching. We already look forward to you joining us again next time.